Hey everyone, welcome to the Let Me Tell You Something podcast. It is Wista, and welcome to the podcast where we talk about the shit that I want to talk about, not what you want to talk about. But if you was fucking here, we definitely talk about what you want to talk about. I'm gonna be honest, you guys, it took me like 5 times to fucking say that because we are in Mercury retrograde. Shit is fucked up over here. Like, if you're having communication issues between the times of September 26th to like October 17th, just blame it on that, okay? Just blame it on Mercury in retrograde. I know. I keep saying I'm gonna be consistent, but I have my reasons to why I haven't posted an episode in a while. I actually lost a family member due to COVID, so it was very hard. Had to like get that all in with those emotions and everything. And just like all the projects and the freelance that I've been doing have been like so busy to the point I'm like, shit, I need to make time for this fucking podcast. So I'm going to keep that same energy and I'm not going to flip on y'all, okay? Okay, let's get on to these life updates. Life updates, obviously, doing what I gotta do, doing these freelance projects, I don't even know, just keeping myself busy, applying to these jobs, going to these fucking interviews. Although I can't stand some of these fucking interviews still. And you guys know what I've been talking about for the past few weeks, but I just want to express my situation right now when it comes to interviews. If I am waking up in the morning to get ready, make sure my hair looks proper, make sure that I look decent, because the minute you fucking turn on your fucking Zoom camera and you see that I'm black, you're going to have some situations or some issues with that. I want your ass to wake up and at least present yourself, interviewers. Yes, y'all want so much shit from the interviewees, but y'all don't keep that same energy when it comes to y'all. Because I've been in too many fucking interviews where I'm sitting there all dressed up, ready to go, ready to do what I got to do. And then you're sitting there with your hair wet. You look like you just rolled out of bed. You got a fucking New York Jets shirt on. That's an L for you. You don't look like you know what the hell you're doing. You got a list of questions. You just looking down at them. Like, no, bitch, I don't have time for that. Please. If you expect me to be presentable for the job, I expect you to be presentable for the interview. And I know some people be like, well, people have their days, but literally, it doesn't take that long for you to blow dry your hair, okay? If you have the right to look a mess like you rolled out of bed and I have to be looking all business casual because I already know I'm going to be judged for the way that I look, I don't like that, because then I'm going to judge you too. And I really wish companies would give you like reviews of how was the interview? How do you think it was? So then they can have like a meeting with that person, because I really don't like the fact that some people do that. And I fully understand people go through things. People go through like certain situations. I get it. And like working from home, you're a little bit more relaxed. But still, you are also representing your company. So if you look like that, you look a mess, that's just telling me this whole fucking establishment is a fucking mess. I feel like every episode I talk about like the job hunt, because everybody's going through it. Whether you lost your job due to COVID, whether you just like graduate your bachelor's, your master's, your doctorates, we all go through this situation. But let's talk about the bridge jobs. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, everybody around the world, everyone who's listening to this, I don't care when you listen to this shit, you could be listening to this shit in fucking 2025. So you're probably wondering, what the fuck is a bridge job? A bridge job is basically a job that you take just to pay your bills and keep yourself busy for a bit while you're looking for your job. You have plenty of options what you can do as a bridge job. Some people may go work retail. Some people may go work at the front desk of a place. It really depends on what you want to do. You might join a temp agency and do a little temp work. Really, it's all about what you want to do when it comes to the bridge job, just to keep yourself busy. And also, it's a little bit flexible so you can at least maintain interviews and maintain a freaking social life. But I'm going to say this with bridge jobs: don't get too comfortable, because we hear about people taking bridge jobs and then they get so comfortable with the position that they stay there forever. You do not want that. If you believe that you have bigger things, you want to achieve your dreams, do the bridge job while you're also supporting your dreams. Just like anything, the bills got to be paid. The dreams got to go second base, because you still got to make sure you got the livelihood, your stuff is together, just so you can also pay for your dreams too. But let's not forget, when you're applying for like these bridge jobs, when you're working these bridge jobs, you don't necessarily going to tell them, hey, I'm not planning to work here. I'm only going to be here for maybe a couple months to a year. Because let's be real, some people, it does take them a year to get like a stable job with benefits and everything. So you don't tell them that. But then that bridge job starts giving you a workload to the point where they're acting like you're full-time, but you're like, bro, I'm fucking part-time. Y'all need to leave me alone with this shit. Then you go on to situations to where the workers or like the managers at that bridge job are telling you that you're too slow, you're too this and too that. And this is where the ego strikes in, because you're thinking to yourself is they might not know your situation, But you think to yourself is, okay, I have all these accolades, I have all these situations, regardless if you went to school or not, because let's also not forget, there's many certain ways you can learn anything. You go to trade school, you can learn things throughout the internet. We have so much access to learning new things that will help us excel. You do what you got to do. But if you're somebody who believes in yourself, you're doing what you need to do. You're thinking, wait, what am I doing here? There's so much better options. When somebody tells you, shit, you need to go do this. You need to fold some clothes. Wait, you need to go copy these freaking papers so we can have a meeting. You're going to think to yourself is, wait, bitch, I'm not even planning to be here for that long. Why are you ordering me and telling me what the fuck to do? And mind you, that person might not even be like the head person. It might be just a person who's like a one position ahead of you. And this is what I always say. You give somebody a little leadership role and them bitches act like they fucking presidents. Bitch, you are not fucking Joe Biden. You're not Joe Biden. You're not Obama. You're not the other fucking white men that came before Obama. And I know y'all like, bitch, you forgot another president. I'm bringing them up, but bitch, you're not Trump either. You're not none of those motherfuckers. And you're literally getting paid the same amount as everybody else. You need to relax and deal with it. And you're pissed off because some people see greatness in you. And then they're like, oh shit, I need to find a way to bring them down. Those people are demons. But all I'm going to say is don't feel bad if you have to work a British job while you're still looking for certain things, because you still got to pay your bills. Like, stop it. You still got to pay your bills. If somebody's paying your bills for you, shit, and you're just doing it so you can have that extra cash, do that. But if you got somebody paying for everything for you and you want to stay at home and do what you need to do, I respect that. I'm never going to knock that down for nobody. And this is what I tell my friends too. If somebody's paying for your shit, regardless if they're paying for your education, they're going to buy you a car, they're going to do anything for you, take it. Because you can save that money and go invest it in other things, whether it's like stocks, crypto, and all that shit. Hold on. Don't take no financial advice from me, okay? I'm just giving you the basic shit. If you want to learn about crypto, stock market, all that shit, Google it. Google is free. You have YouTube University. If you have friends or know anybody part of it, please do it. But please do not, this is my only thing I'm going to ask y'all. Do not contact anybody on Instagram who does Forex or any fucking MLM, because I'm fucking tired of y'all taking fucking financial advice from motherfuckers on Instagram that don't even have the certification, that are literally doing fucking MLMs, that are literally doing Forexes, and then when they're done with that fucking scam, they go on to the next thing. Because we're noticing this right now. Have you noticed that all of like people's favorites, like marketers, entrepreneurs, are all getting exposed? Because guess what? They were never real entrepreneurs. They were just freaking influencers acting as if they worked in the freaking financial industry. I think we need to discuss the fact that social media glamorizes certain financial fields or just like certain industries. But can we please talk about how people glamorize entrepreneurship to the max due to social media, due to certain things you see on TV. Hate to break it to you, bitch, but entrepreneurship is not easy. It's not a walk in the park. It is not. I get it. People see the end result, but nobody thinks about the journey. If you're trying to lose weight, y'all think about the end result, but y'all never think about the journey. You want to go to school, you think about the degree, but you never think about the journey to get to it. That's the same thing for entrepreneurship. You could have had a business you started in freaking 2000 and that shit doesn't blow up until 2025. Why the fuck did I keep on saying 2025? I guess that's a message for somebody. If you have a business, I'm pretty sure it'll probably blow up in 2025. Because think about Telfar. Telfar started back in I'm pretty sure he did start back in the early 2000s. And now we literally are in 2020. And that's when he really hit his mainstream mark. He was always in the scene, but not to the extent that you're seeing him everywhere and everyone has their bags. That just shows you that he really believed in himself and his business, and he literally put everything into it. Just because he had Telfar back in the day doesn't mean he wasn't doing other things like other jobs and stuff just to provide for that. So some people, they want to be full-time entrepreneurs, but they got to realize, hey, you might have to take a job with a certain company just to provide for your business. So then you can retire out of that job and then be a full-time business owner. Let's not forget, sometimes we see memes or we hear stories going viral saying this business made $1 million within an hour. That does not mean that the business owner or the CEO has $1 million. That person does not have $1 million, because don't forget, They have to pay for their product. Let's say, for example, it's an Instagram boutique. Let's be real. Some Instagram boutiques get their shit sourced from either the Santee Alley or they get it sourced from China. You got to pay the people who are making your shit. That's one of the factors. Then you have to pay for the imports and exports. Then you got to pay for the fucking website. Then you got to pay for the packing material. You got to pay for motherfuckers who are packing your shit. You got to pay this. You got to pay that. Sometimes you're left with crumbs before you even see the millions. So when you hear things like, oh my God, this person made $1 million an hour, they don't got $1 million, okay? They don't have $1 million. Sorry to break it to you. If you're thinking that, I personally believe, anybody who's listening to this, I believe you can definitely become a millionaire. I fully understand that. But sometimes it takes time and it takes patience, because some people, they start a business and they think in a snap, okay, we're done. Now we can go buy these Chanel bags. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. No, it takes time. Think about when it comes to Jay-Z and his sector of entrepreneurship. You'll hear the good things, but he'll talk about in interviews how there are some investments or some businesses that he started that just flopped. Sometimes you're going to probably start like multiple businesses before it hypes up. Like, let's be real about it. And I'll also say this, if you're working in an industry where you're dealing with clients, whether you're working in PR, marketing, advertising, any of those type of industries, I will say the big bucks really is when you have your own firm or your own like business. But then again, you have to have a clientele base. So sometimes you might have to work at a company, build your clientele, and take those clients with you. But realize that shit takes time. Even if you were studying a trade and you become a plumber and then you become an apprentice to a company and then you start your own plumbing business, guess what? You still got to build a clientele. The only thing is, don't sleep on those people who went to trade school. I will personally say this. If I could go back to school when it comes to like college and everything, I would study a trade. I will say this. If you are listening to this right now and you're still like contemplating if you want to go college, anything, the best option right now is trade school. We already seen what happened with this pandemic, what jobs are here, what jobs are not here. But still follow your passions. But back to what I was saying about like if you are working with clients and having your own business, I have a few friends from my grad school program. They have their own PR firm, but they've had their PR firms for like the past 3 years. And during our schooling, they would connect with other people, whether it was our classmates or our guest speakers, to finally build a clientele. They would even do some free work before that. And I will say this, please, if you are going to work with influencers, pay your influencers, especially micro ones. And don't sleep on micro influencers, because micro influencers really do have that relationship with their audience where their audience will actually grab things and actually buy it. So if you're selling a product, stop going to the people with 1 million followers, because there was literally a girl from YouTube who's friends with Emma Chamberlain. Emma Chamberlain is basically like the star of YouTube. I don't understand. I still don't understand. Y'all be pushing certain people on this, and I still don't fucking understand. There are way much more talented people than Emma, but that's a conversation we can have another time. They hired her friend who also has 1 million followers. Guess what? She was selling t-shirts. She couldn't even sell no more than fucking 20 t-shirts. Y'all can look it up. It's on Google. We had a whole fucking case study about it. How the fuck do you have 3.2 million followers and you can't even sell no more than fucking 20 t-shirts? That's tragic. Okay, I'm going to shut up about this financial lessons. All you need to know is if you are going to try to be an entrepreneur, just realize it is a journey, but it's worth it in the end. It's going to take time. Yes, you probably want that success in your 20s. Sometimes you get that success in your 30s. You'll appreciate it even more because you'll learn the financial situations and all that. And just realize in life, you're always going to be constantly learning shit. Okay, thank you. Okay, now let's go on to something a little bit more lighter. Let's go to the train wreck of the week. Oh my God. Okay, you guys. Literally, there's so many train wrecks that happened by the time that I recorded my last episode that I don't even know who to discuss. So train wreck of the week are all the fucking celebrities in Hollywood, on Instagram, all over the place. So let's start with Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg, you guys know him as the CEO of Facebook. I personally call him the social media devil, because if you have a company, whether it's like a Snapchat or any social media company, and regardless, if Mark Zuckerberg pulls up to your office, says he wants to buy it, and you decline, Mark is going to take your idea, put a little salt and pepper on that bitch, and make mad money off of it. So, as we all know, a few days ago, Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram went down for a solid 6 hours. That's the longest it's ever been down. Mark Zuckerberg literally lost like $7 billion of his net worth, which is nothing to him. He's probably like, oh, that's a little chump change. I'll make it right back. Let's be real. He will make it right back. But just thinking about it, we're going through Mercury retrograde. We're going, I know people, everybody know, anybody who's listening to this, if you're new to this, I'm very much into like spirituality and everything. But we're in the Saturn of Aquarius. Aquarius is a sign of technology, human rights, civil rights, all that. And then we're also going through Saturn, which is the planet of lessons. And then we're Mercury retrograde. Mercury is all about communication, technology, phones, all that. And then it's in Libra, which Libra is about balance, the law, love. Like, you already knew right then and there with the whistleblower that recently came out about Facebook doing certain tactics because they realize sometimes hate brings more money for them rather than bringing peace and unity to their platform. The minute that former employee did that 60 minutes fucking interview, literally the next day, the shit was down for 6 hours. I was talking to my sister. My sister was like, what makes you think they're not erasing all the fucking evidence on those platforms? Because I guess she spoke to Congress like a few days ago. And I was like, you know what, that does make sense, that he's probably wiping out everything that's on there. But that gave the moment for people to realize there are other social media platforms like Twitter, there's TikTok, there's what is that called? Bigo Live. Bigo Live is a new thing that's popping up right now, where if you have like desires to be like Instagram famous or like social media famous, make a Bigo Live. You could actually make mad money off of it. But it really showed people that like smaller businesses or people who are trying to be bloggers or like even like Instagram models, you need to start looking for other ways to gain traction and notability. If you're a business owner, yes, you can rely on social media. You can rely on like TikTok. You can rely on TikTok, Instagram Reels, and all those things. But you need to start making like a mailing list. You need to start doing certain things. If you're like a mommy blogger, yes, you can rely on your Instagram, but you need to start making a website. You need to start doing other things, because this right here, that little shutdown showed you that not only did Facebook lose money and their employees and all that, but it also showed that companies that are paying for ads, they got screwed over too. Do I think this is a wake-up call for Mark Zuckerberg? No, that motherfucker don't care. He doesn't care, because y'all still gonna use the fucking platforms. Y'all still gonna use Instagram. Do I think that we're gonna fade away from Instagram, Facebook? Eventually, but it might take a little time because those apps are still dominating the freaking social media realm. I do know that we are in a social media pandemic. We're in so many fucking pandemics throughout 2021, whether it's the BBL pandemic, the actual pandemic, or this social media pandemic. It's just the fact that either way, people are going to use it regardless. Because I saw people freaking out about Facebook being down. I was just like, bro, just go outside. That little 6 hours gave you an opportunity to go get some fucking work done that you were supposed to do. Regardless if you were supposed to record your podcast, if you were freaking supposed to write that script you were supposed to write, that's what you were supposed to do. With those 6 hours, instead of swiping through your phone, although I know some of y'all was on Tinder or some of y'all was on Pornhub doing some mess, but whatever you were supposed to do, you were not supposed to be on Facebook freaking out, because guess what? When you step outside of social media, that's real life. Now let's get on to another train wreck, Miss Nikita Dragon. Nikita Dragon is a trans YouTuber, Instagram model. You probably seen her all over the place. I remember Nikita Dragon when she was on YouTube showing her transition, and her name was Nick Dragon on there, where she was giving her transition. In the process of that, Nikita was very humble at that time. But once she started getting that fame, that notoriety, Miss Nikita fucking changed up on us. I was never a fan of hers. I'm going to say this right now. I was never a fan of hers. She's one of the people I don't fucking like on YouTube or social media in general. She's on that list with Jeffree Star, James Charles, and her. Nikita Dragon and those two other people that I named are one of those influencers that stay in black people's business. They stay in black people's business. They always got to bring up black people, because they realize specifically when they bring up black women, they get some sort of attention to just blow up and be all over the news. And I get it. Publicity, all publicity is publicity. I fully understand that, but girl, you need to stay out of black women's business, stay out of black people's business, because we don't have fucking time for that. And also, when she was getting called out for bringing up black women, I don't understand why every single time people like to bring up black women and y'all use us as the scapegoats, or just as a way for, if you're getting in trouble, hey, why don't you pay attention to this group? Why do you guys make fun of them instead? No, I don't fucking like that shit. Y'all need to stop that fucking bullshit. But Nikita also exposed Tyga for being in her DMs and all that. And I'm gonna say this, Nikita, girl, Tyga is Jamaican and Vietnamese. Both of those cultures, I don't care. I know people usually, when it comes to like magic, spells, black magic, voodoo and all that, y'all tend to just like say it's only like Haitians and other cultures within the African diaspora. But Jamaicans do voodoo, Vietnamese people do voodoo. They all have their own little forms of voodoo. So just realize he might put something on your ass, okay? But I will say this, I'm not surprised when influencers like Jeffree Star, Nikita Dragon have said that they've had rappers and athletes in their DMs, or if they've even like hooked up with them. I'm not surprised. I'm not. Just, I would say this, live your truth. And it's crazy. I actually agree with those motherfuckers when it comes to that situation, because the funny thing is, when it comes to astrology, me and Jeffree Star actually have like many similarities when it comes to like our birth charts. We're both Scorpio suns, Capricorn moons, and Taurus risings. And then I think my friend did a friendship compatibility. She was like, "Y'all would be best friends." I said, "No, bitch, we would not be fucking best friends." And the crazy thing about me is I don't like other Scorpios. I do not like other Scorpios just because I read right through them. If you are born November 8th, if you are born November 4th, I might not like you. I'm gonna be real. And I know somebody's like, "Damn, this bitch is fucking crazy." If you are born on those 2 days, I might not like you, because all the people who I met born on those days, pathological liars, scammers, vindictive as hell. So if you're born on those 2 days, I'm sorry, we can't talk. And Virgos too, sorry. Virgos, y'all too. Y'all in the mix too. I've been burned by too many Virgos. I don't trust y'all either, except for Beyonce. Okay, here's the last topic, and then I'm going to shut up and let y'all live your lives and do what you need to do. Okay, let's talk about how y'all body shamed young baby Tate for having a natural body and embracing her body. This is the thing. Anybody who's listened to this podcast before knows I am pro-surgery to an extent. You want to get your body done? Okay, sis, get your body done. Do your research. Please do your research. If you want to go overseas, you want to go to the DR, you want to go to Colombia, you want to go to Mexico, please do your research. Because let's be real, in America too, because some doctors in America do have bodies in the caskets. They got multiple bodies that be in the caskets. Or even in Canada, they do plastic surgery in Canada too, but still do your research. This is the thing. I'm going to say the type of surgeries, I'm like, okay, that's cool. If you want to get a tummy tuck, let's say you are very overweight and you want to get a tummy tuck, get a tummy tuck. You want to get your lunch lady arms gone, your auntie arms gone, do that. You want to get, let's see, I don't freaking know, a nose job, you can do that. Once you start talking about the BBL, I'm out. The BBL is the most dangerous surgery when it comes to plastic surgery. It is very dangerous. Many women have passed away from that surgery. And also men, we know y'all get surgery too. Y'all get ab etching. We've seen it before. Some of y'all get the penis extended ones too, but we're not going to talk about that right now. But y'all definitely go to Turkey and get your hairlines done. And also too, if you're going to get your work done in Turkey, please, like, if you're going to get your body done overseas, I know I'm over the place with this topic. If you're going to get your body done overseas, go to the freaking Caribbean. Don't go to Turkey. Y'all are not the place for the body. I could definitely say if you want to get your teeth done, do Turkey, hairline, Turkey, maybe your nose too, Turkey. You could even go to Korea too, because some people do go to like South Korea to get their noses and plastic surgery. But all I'm going to say is think about it, do your research. If the doctor has a long waiting list and you want to like get lipo or even get like a tummy tuck, just work out for a bit and see how that goes. Because I have a friend who just got work done in the DR and she literally dropped something and she had to be like, "What's that? Can you pick that up for me? I can't bend down because, I got lipo." Mind you, this woman told me, oh, she was just gonna get lipo. Tell me how she comes back and she comes out with a whole freaking diaper booty. I looked at her, I said, "Damn, you must have gotten that BBL at a discount because it's not looking right now, honey." That's the thing about me. I am for plastic surgery to an extent. Once you start doing like the exaggerated Barbie doll look, I'm out of here. That's where I cut it off. Just realized too is it only takes one surgery to look botched. That's why I tell everybody, do your research. And if a doctor, let's say a Dr. Miami. Dr. Miami is known for his BBLs, although they're a little bit too outrageous, but if that's your style, that's your style. If he only shows BBLs, he is the doctor you go to for a BBL. If a doctor is only showing you breast augmentations, you go there for breast augmentations. If you are going to get the ab etchings, yes, the fake abs. Well, they're not fake abs, but it's just they suck out. We don't need to go down that lane. But if you're going to get ab etchings, look for a doctor who only does ab etchings. But I think what pisses me off is when like fitness models go and get like their body done, they get the BBL, they do this and that, and then you guys start selling meal plans. You guys start selling fitness programs. No, I get it. You can definitely make money off of that. But why don't you do this? Why don't you do a post-op surgery business where you show people who are planning to get cosmetic surgery of how they can maintain the results and what they need to do? Because if you think about it, when you get plastic surgery, you're basically a walking billboard for your doctor. I know it sounds harsh, but you are a walking billboard for your doctor. As much as you want to say it's all yours, it's all natural. Yes, it's your skin and everything, and it's your fat from your body. It's still the doctor's work because That's his art. You're the canvas, and his scalpel and all that was the tools and supplies to make you look the way you wanted to look. All I'm gonna say is though, certain surgeries needs to be added on certain things. You getting lipo, get the arms done too, because you might look like a Cabbage Patch Kids with a snatched waist. Okay, let me shut up now and let me just get back to the topic. This is why I can't go down the plastic surgery lane, because I start going all over the place. But all I'm gonna say is young baby Tate got shamed for her body, but it's like she looks mad good. I thought she looked great. I was like, I don't see anything wrong with her body. It's like people are telling her, oh, you should have gotten your body done, your stomach needs to be flat. Just because you got a flat stomach does not mean you're healthy. I just want to say that just because you got a flat stomach does not mean you're healthy. Just if you're overweight, there are overweight people who are healthy. There are people who are what does they call it again now? It's not plus. There's plus size. There's mid size. There are people who are mid size that are healthy. There are people who work out every day and they don't have a flat stomach and they eat freaking clean as hell. Also, just because someone has a flat stomach does not mean that they are healthy. Trigger warning. Some people deal with eating disorders. I feel like we don't have like conversations about eating disorders, which is very important because we hear about a lot of women in that industry, specifically the entertainment industry, dealing with ED. Don't forget Amy Winehouse. That was one of the situations that she was dealing with when she was alive. And I guess like when it comes to bring it back to the young baby Tate situation, I guess like, what's his name? One of the babies. Little babies, his first baby moms, who you could kind of tell she got some surgery, although she says some things is natural. She said her butt is natural, but I'm like, okay. I scrolled through a few of them and I was like, okay, maybe a little natural. Who cares? But she like tried to go in saying that like, okay, Black women need to be better with their eating habits and this and that. I fully understand that. I agree. Everybody, not only with Black women, but everybody in general need to like try to find a way to come with better eating habits. I could even say this. I used to eat like shit, but now I'm eating healthier. Yes. But it's like, you shouldn't be telling people that they should have a flat stomach when it's obvious that you had lipo done. It's obvious that you went under the knife. Like, I just feel like there's always a battle between natural bodies and also plastic surgery bodies. This is, I'm going to say this. I just said I wouldn't want your opinion when it comes to a flat stomach because you got to go get lipo. I still wouldn't want your opinion, but I'm going to let you state your opinion. But personally for me, I just don't understand why every single time when it comes to like the body wars, it always seems like people who go natural, oh my God, I'm natural, this and that. But then you're also shaming the people who got plastic surgery. Not everybody's getting plastic surgery due to them like wanting to fix their image. Some people go to certain traumatic situations where they have to get plastic surgery. But the thing is, bringing it all the way back to young baby Tate. People are telling her she should have got her body done. People are telling her, oh, she should have done this. But had she gotten that work done, y'all was told her, oh, she should have stayed natural. So in the end, where are y'all going to stand when it comes to this fucking body wars? I don't understand it. I personally say do what you want to do with your body, because in the end, that's you. You're going to be living in it. And then guess what? When you hit the casket, that's what's going down with you. All I'm going to say is, ladies who plan on getting, everybody who plans on getting a BBL due to their favorite Instagram model getting it, guess what? The OG of Instagram is getting her butt deflated. Kim Kardashian is getting rid of her fucking diaper ass. So if you are planning to get one, just know the trend is about to die. The trend is dying. And also too is if you plan to get your body done just so you can get a baller, a rapper, an entertainer, and we've seen people get the work done and not snag none of that, you wasted your fucking money. I could keep talking, but I'm not going to because I'm like heated. I don't know why I'm heated, but my cheeks are red and I wanted to talk about the fucking Ace family and YouTube families, but I'm gonna talk about it next week because those motherfuckers are scammers. I need a solid 10 minutes to talk about those motherfuckers because Austin McBroom, who is a fucking NCAA freaking reject, couldn't even get into the fucking NBA, and his wife, Catherine McBroom, aka the escort, allegedly, who dated Michael B. Jordan. That's sad though. You dated Michael B. Jordan and then you downgraded to Austin McBroom. But that'll be a conversation we'll have next week. Yes, I'm gonna keep that same energy and I'm gonna be consistent with it. Guys, I appreciate if you really sat down and listened to this fucking shit for like 28 to 30 minutes. I really do appreciate you because sometimes I sit here and I'm like, damn, I don't know who the fuck is gonna listen to this shit sometimes, honestly. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much for anybody who listened to it. Even if you listened to it for like 5 seconds, sis, thank for the stream. But I'm gonna go now and try to get my life together. I got a few meetings to do today for my projects and I need to do some stuff. So y'all be safe, wear your mask, wash your hands. If you plan on getting the vaccine, get the vaccine. If you don't, please, like I said, wash your hands, wear your mask, protect yourself. boost your immune system, take some sea moss, vitamin C, everything you need, drink your smoothies, and one thing I'm going to say this is, everyone, I just want you, whenever you feel stressed, just take a walk. Take a walk. I will tell you this right now. I literally have been like walking every day, and anybody who's listened to this podcast for a long time knows my issue with my weight. Y'all, I lost 40 pounds since April, so I'm feeling good right now, okay? So take a little walk, do what you need to do, and enjoy yourself, live your life, love yourself, and realize this, and I have to bring a relationship quote. When you want to get into a relationship, that person is not there to fill a void. They are an add-in to your life. So that is the message of the week. I am going to leave y'all alone. The way you found this podcast is the way you can follow it. If you want to email me, you want to guest star on this bitch, I don't care. I'll gladly have a conversation with you. So I'm going to leave now, and I got things to do. Bye.